For years, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos embodied a modern fairy tale, a story of enduring love, laughter, and mutual support. Their relationship, both on-screen and off, had captivated audiences, creating an image of joy and effortless connection. Their banter was more than just scripted dialogue. It was a reflection of a genuine partnership. But that morning, everything changed. A deep, unspoken truth loomed in the studio as the couple prepared to share something far more intimate than anything they had before. Vulnerability in public. The moment was unscripted, raw, and undeniably human. Kelly's usual composure, the warmth that had lit up so many television screens, was replaced with a quiet vulnerability. She began to speak, not as the TV host the world knew, but as a wife and a person facing an uncertain future. Mark, ever the supportive presence by her side, squeezed her hand, a simple gesture that conveyed the depth of their shared understanding. In that silence, the gravity of what they were about to share was palpable, and the audience could feel the weight of the moment. Strength reconsidered. Mark had always been the picture of vitality and charm, his strength an anchor for both Kelly and their family. Illness, until now, had seemed like something distant, something that happened to other people. But now, confronted with the reality of the situation, Mark came face to face with a new vulnerability. He shared how, in the beginning, he did not cry. He had wanted to be strong for Kelly, to be the rock for their children. But in time, he came to understand that true strength isn't about avoiding fear or sadness, it's about embracing it. It was in those quiet, private moments, when no one was watching, that Mark allowed himself to feel his emotions. His tears, far from being a weakness, were a testament to the depth of his love and the rawness of the situation. Kelly, too, shared in those emotions, and together they found strength in their mutual support. The quiet intrusion of fear. A diagnosis doesn't just change medical routines, it seeps into every corner of life. Kelly spoke about how fear gradually began to infiltrate even the most mundane moments. Laughter, once so effortless, now felt tainted by the looming unknown. Mark reflected on sleepless nights, not because of physical pain, but from the anxiety of facing an uncertain future. Questions like, "What if this changes everything?" lingered in the quiet moments, unsettling their sense of normalcy. Together, they faced not just the physical aspects of illness, but the emotional and relational challenges that came with it. The uncertainty didn't just affect them, it rippled through every facet of their lives, creating a new reality they had to navigate together. Facing challenges. Together. As Kelly and Mark spoke, their partnership was undeniable. There was no pretense, no act for the camera, just two people facing something bigger than themselves, together. Kelly leaned into Mark, resting her forehead against his shoulder, a small gesture that said everything about their bond. They spoke about how they had been communicating with their children about the situation, balancing honesty with reassurance. Mark, reflecting on his role as a father, understood that his emotional availability mattered more than anything else. This shared awareness, the recognition that they were in this together, offered a sense of calm in the midst of uncertainty. Their mutual support showed how resilience isn't about facing challenges alone. It's about facing them as a team. Fame offers no shield. Kelly made a poignant point during their conversation. No amount of fame or success can shield anyone from life's challenges. In a doctor's office, the glitz of awards and public acclaim mean nothing. The only thing that matters is the present moment, the reality they were living in, right then and there. Mark echoed her sentiment, emphasizing that in those quiet, private moments, there were no cameras, no applause, just the two of them, facing the unknown. Their honesty served as a reminder to the audience that vulnerability is not a weakness, but rather a courageous act of facing life's hardships head-on, without pretense. Redefining strength. Throughout their conversation, Kelly and Mark explored a new definition of strength. It wasn't about pretending everything was fine. Strength, they came to realize, is about showing up for the ones you love, even when fear and uncertainty are present. Mark reflected on the nature of courage. It's not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it. They spoke openly about seeking therapy and leaning on friends for support, showing that strength is not a single, definitive moment, but a process that unfolds over time. Their openness, their willingness to acknowledge their fears and vulnerabilities, provided a blueprint for resilience, not just for themselves, but for anyone facing challenges in their own lives. Love in the midst of uncertainty. As the segment drew to a close, Kelly reassured Mark with quiet conviction, affirming that they would face the challenges ahead together. Mark, though visibly emotional, managed to smile, his expression a mixture of love and determination. There was no dramatic resolution, no sudden shift in their circumstances, only the promise of steadfast devotion. Their example served as a powerful reminder that love is not defined by the absence of fear, but by the choice to remain present, engaged, and supportive even in the most uncertain of times. Courage beyond illness. The message Kelly and Mark shared extended far beyond their specific situation. Their vulnerability was a powerful testament to the strength of human connection. Mark's tears were not a sign of weakness, but rather a reflection of his deep commitment to his family. Kelly's emotional honesty demonstrated the power of truth-telling, even in the face of fear. Their journey reminded viewers that acknowledging vulnerability is not a sign of defeat. It's an act of courage that can foster connection, understanding, and healing. Fame and reality. While Kelly and Mark's public life often centers on entertainment, this moment stripped away the glamour and reminded them, and their audience, that fame offers no immunity to life's challenges. In private, achievements and accolades don't matter. What truly endures are the connections we make, the love we share, and our ability to face the unknown with courage and honesty. Their willingness to open up on live television underscored the importance of authenticity, showing that vulnerability, not perfection, resonates most with others. Moving forward with devotion. As the cameras faded and the studio returned to its usual rhythm, the emotional impact of the moment lingered. Kelly and Mark's journey was far from over, but their commitment to one another was unwavering. Every routine, every small moment became a testament to their devotion and care. Love in their eyes was defined not by the absence of fear, but by the choice to stay engaged, present, and supportive, even in the face of uncertainty. Hope amidst uncertainty. Ultimately, the story Kelly and Mark shared was about more than illness. It was about love, courage, and authenticity. Their vulnerability offered viewers a reflection of their own lives, reminding everyone that fear and love can coexist. Each small gesture, each moment of shared connection became a quiet victory, a reminder that even amidst uncertainty, devotion, presence, and honesty can heal, inspire, and sustain. Their story resonated deeply with audiences, offering hope and strength in the most challenging of times. A shared human experience. Kelly and Mark's journey struck a chord because it reflected universal truths. Pain, fear, love, and resilience are shared experiences. By allowing themselves to be vulnerable, they demonstrated that facing challenges together, embracing fear, and staying present are some of the most powerful ways to cultivate connection, meaning, and hope in everyday life. Their honesty reminded viewers that vulnerability is not